I put this out on social media the other day that Georgia is the new Bama. And everybody's like, or not everybody, some people are like, no, Georgia is Georgia. And then the Alabama fans were like, no, look at what Nick has done and all this. I'm like, I'm not saying they're going to do the exact same thing that Alabama did. What I'm saying is Georgia, to me, if they win it this year, has overtaken Alabama for the mantle of the big bad bully on the block. When it comes to recruiting, when it comes to on the field, when it comes to being the most physical and having the best roster. How can you argue that? How can you argue that? Who's got a better roster than Georgia? Who does? I'll hang up and listen.
I mean, back-to-back national championships.
Yeah,
is impressive.
It is impressive.
I mean, and
I
like
just don't know if I'm ready to pass the torch.
Yeah,
they
got a little ways to go.
What do you mean though? What do they got to do? Win 3 in a row? Like you don't think going into next year?
6 and 12.
You don't think going into next year that Georgia will be more feared than Alabama?
No, for sure. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
I would say yeah, for sure. But I don't know if I'm ready to pass.
It's perception. It's the perception. Kirby it reminds me of what Nick did early at Bama when they were just dominating teams. And I know Georgia's played a couple games close. You look at the Missouri game, you look at the Kentucky game, you look at the Kent State game, as crazy as that sounds, for a while. But I feel like Georgia is the new next thing. And I don't think they're going to have the run that Saban did because I think the game's too different now. With the transfer, I don't think we're going to see what Nick Saban did maybe ever again in college football unless we go back to the draconian days of the rules of college football. Hey, YouTube, if we get to 100,000 followers, I'm going to hit Blaine Encone in the face with a pie. So why not subscribe and get a friend to do it too?
Yes.